Hello, everyone. So we got a crybaby. His name is Eli, and he did something really rotten today. He decided to supposedly to appear on RJ's stream to be a guest, get an interview or whatever, and then he decided not to show. That was bad enough. All right. That was bad enough in itself. But then he decides to fire up his own live stream. Hey, Gloria. So Eli decides to be a sneaky, snaky little son of a bitch. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, all right. Hey, Missy. So if that wasn't bad enough, okay, he decides to go drag him. And why was RJ being dragged? Because RJ refused to take orders from the cuck. And hey, Shan. So RJ refuses to take orders from Cucky Boy. So he gets dragged for a good 30 minutes. And it wasn't just what you would call, like, how dare you? Or I didn't come on because it was being restreamed. He says, "Oh, no. No, no, no." Grow up, Eli. Grow the fuck up. And then you had fucking Tiffany in your chat, egging you on like she always does, trying to start another fucking problem. And you were sitting there and you're watching her in chat, not having a problem with that, did you, Eli? You didn't have a fucking problem with that. Because Tiffany's has a knife out for Jamie. She has a knife out for us. So of course Eli's gonna sit there and excuse everything. Right? So it's, hey Rachel. So, and then when you think Eli couldn't get any worse, all right, then came the racial slurs. Then came the racism. She was talking about Filipino people in a derogatory manner. Then he was talking about Jews and Muslims in a derogatory manner, using the term, which I'm not going to use, that's abbreviated PC. And he kept using the term that Tiffany coined. Everyone knows what that is. I don't have to sit there and educate everyone here watching what was said. But so that term was can be construed as, or interpreted in my mind, as making fun of a Jew or Muslim for their dietary restrictions. Hey, Bernie. Oh, yeah, Bernie. Eli has always tried to control RJ. We've seen clips of this. All right. We've seen clips. And that's why I have crybabies here. Because Eli is nothing but a crybaby. So because Eli wasn't getting his way today, he had to sit there and make fun of an autistic person. He wasn't. So he's going to sit there and probably say, oh, damn. He wasn't just giving his opinion. He was gutting Eli. Eli was gutting RJ, excuse me, for being autistic. And for not doing as he's told. Now, I'm not going to sit here and agree with everything RJ does or says, but it's RJ's channel. And RJ calls the shots, all right? And Eli doesn't have the right. Eli doesn't have the right to sit there and tell an order another channel what to do on here. All right? Simple. Now, if Eli wanted to be a damn fucking crybaby and say, well, Jamie's on RJ's channel in chat. Nothing but silicones in chat. And a few others were in chat that he doesn't like. He could have sent an email to RJ saying, I'm going to cancel and why. So, here's my beef, all right? Now if I make a promise to someone on this platform that I'm going to be a guest, all right? This happened a few times. All right? I'm going to keep that promise. All right? I'm going to keep that promise to go on that person's panel. Okay? I'm going to keep that damn promise. And for whatever reason, if something comes up, I can't make it for some reason, or I suspect it's going to be an attack of some kind. If I hear something, I'm going to email that person and say, I'm going to cancel. All right? I'm not going to sit there and leave the person hanging and don't show up while they're fucking waiting for me. That is fucking rude, ruder than shit. It is disrespectful. RJ was sitting there live waiting for Eli to show up today. And what does Eli do? What does Eli do today? He fires up his own live just to sit there and drag RJ. And that is disgusting. And then he sits there and cries. Oh, because Jamie's there. Oh, nothing but silicones there. Oh, someone else is there you don't like. Grow up, Eli. All right? There are people in chats I don't like. There's something called the 3 dots next to someone's name on YouTube. All right? You can Google block the person if you don't want to see their comments, you stupid buffoon. And you don't even have to look at the chat if you don't want to. What you did today, Eli, was totally disgusting. Hello, Jamie. Totally classless, totally disgusting. Just like you did the other day, right? When you got so triggered that Susie Q was restreaming you. Huh? So then you said you had to take a break. You're filing a copyright strike on her. So I went over to Susie Q's channel and posted my Rumble link to my restream. So no one's disappointed. I didn't want to see Susie get a copyright strike from YouTube. So guess what? We moved it over to Rumble, and that triggered the hell out of Eli. And after a few minutes, he noticed that I was restreaming him because Tattletale Tiffany decided to say something. Tattletale Tiffany. So Tattletale Tiffany says, "Oh, Bill is restreaming you, Eli, too." So then he got mad, and then he goes off a little bit, and then he rage quits his own stream. So then I say, okay. So I trick him a little bit and play his stream from the day before. So then Becca Chu comes in and says, "Oh, Bill, he's back live." So I turn it back. You mean in her slut voice, Jamie? So then I restream him again. I says, "We're back." And then within maybe a few minutes, he rage quits again. And I have to say, "Come on, Eli, come out. It's not going to stop you from being restreamed. Come on out. Come on out, Eli." Yeah. We all know why she's there. She's a fucking troll. She wants to sit there and instigate drama. You know, this little notion that Eli says, "Oh, fake instigated drama." Who's in your chat, Eli? We got a troll named Tiffany. Oh, then we got a imbecile named GLM. We got a troll named GLM. We got a troll named Slow DN. Your chat is full of losers, Eli. You got to realize that. There's probably a few good people in your chat, Eli, but those people will leave you, leaving you with the trash left behind. Yep. Eli bullied an autistic guy because guess what? He wouldn't do what he was told. And that is fucking repugnant. And then he started with the Tiffany insults towards Muslims and Jews. On top of that, he used the old Tiffany, and then he started insulting Filipinos because RJ is friends with a Filipino lady, thinking it would get him all riled up and ruffled. Who was it? What do you mean? Eli. Eli was the one who stirred it all up with the racial slurs. I wouldn't call him racial slurs. He was being a little racist, but RJ, yeah. RJ was the victim today. Hey, Witchy Nicole. Damn, Eli, you sit there and you cry, everyone's bullying you. And for everyone to leave you alone, but then you sit there and you pull shit like this. I thought you said yesterday that you were done with the Legion. I thought you said that you were defeated. Because the other day I had to wait an hour for you to get back online to have your panic attack and get back on. And I could restream you. But did your little whining and crying, Eli, stop you from getting restreamed the other night? No. But you got restreamed anyway, did you? Did you not, Eli? You got restreamed again, and I stayed up for the whole thing. Hey, no bog. I stayed up for the whole damn thing. And then you thought that you could trigger me, Eli, by sitting there and making fun of me. But guess what, Eli? I laughed because I knew who it was coming from. Do you think I give a shit what you think of me? Fuck no. You were just mad because you were getting restreamed and you weren't getting your damn way. Who else does Eli have in his chat? Slow DN? Under different Sock accounts? Oh yeah, she has that GLM girl. Oh yeah. So let's talk about her for a moment. All right. So GLM is crying foul and admitted that she's filing fake police reports on people. And she got very racial, and Tammy was the one calling her fucking ass out. I don't even go over to GLM's channel because she just will get you all riled up, and she's a nobody on this platform. So why would I pay attention to Miss GLM, the one who sits in a bottom feeding chat over at Eli's. But Tammy did have a point. Tammy did have a point. GLM sits there and mocks Tammy for tragedies that Tammy had. And I didn't think that was funny one bit. I don't know. Who do you mean, GLM or Tammy? Tammy did go into Eli's chat the other day and didn't agree with him, and he got triggered as fuck. Now GLM just sits there and says uh-huh, and then sits there and files police reports and lies. So if GLM, if you watch this, honey, and Tammy takes you to court and sues your ass in small claims, I'm not going to sit here and stand up for you and say, and sit there and drag Tammy. Because guess what, GLM? Guess what, GLM? You have the right to your opinion on here, but you don't have the right to tell lies about people. All right? You don't have the right to sit there and tell lies about Tammy. You don't have the right to basically bully her. So if she takes you to court, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm not going to feel sorry for you, GLM. And then you sit there. I was sent proof of this long time ago, but you sat there threatening on your own live stream to get Black Lives Matter involved in your bullshit, and you went after someone due to their sexuality and saying Black Lives Matter don't like that shit, don't like the gay thing. Now, GLM, if you had a problem with Robbie, fine. But don't go after his sexuality. Don't go after his family. Don't go after someone's race or religion. All right? If you had a problem with Robbie, you should have just made a video saying why he had a problem with Robbie. All right? But you sit there and you just make racially charged comments or homophobic comments. And you were even addressing Tammy in, what was it, a 10-minute clip? It was probably longer. But you were saying something about people in your chat asking who's black and who's white. Are you fucking insane, girl? Are you fucking crazy? You're the first woman or the first creator on this platform I have seen asking subs what their race is. But Eli sits there and says, there's nothing wrong with you, right? Nothing wrong. Perfectly fine. Perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy behavior coming from you. All right. Good night, Witchy. You are disgusting, GLM, just like Eli is. So I'm going to get into the lawsuit that Tammy filed for a second. All right. I even said this a few times on a previous live stream. I didn't agree with the real life shit, and I still don't. All right. However, I did give Tammy props and credit for getting one over on Eli. And I don't feel sorry for Eli one bit at the same time. It's just at the time I didn't feel that just because Eli falsely struck down Tammy's channel, it was, what do you call it? Grounds to sue, so to speak. However, due to the harassment that Tammy received after filing her complaint with the court, all right, I mean, to rethink this and say, okay, I think that $1,000 being paid for the harassment is totally justified. I'm just rethinking this whole thing again, because look at what Eli does on here. All right, Eli has no self-awareness. He cries me, pretends to be a life coach. I even said yesterday on my live stream yesterday that someone in chat said he ruined someone's marriage on here by giving them really shitty advice by masquerading as a life coach. All right. So here's something to think about when it comes to Eli. Do you think suing Eli is going to change him in any way? Ask yourself that question. Especially with Eli Mellis. Is he gonna sit there, get served papers, have to pay out, make a payout? Now, of course, Tammy made a community post and said, okay, his obligation to Tammy is done. All right. But is Eli changing his behavior online because he got sued by Tammy? Ask yourself that question. No, the answer is no. Eli is still acting the way he always does. I think he thinks of it as a business expense. And I'm beginning to I didn't exactly agree with Red Door Woman at first with her diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder. But after asking several questions about Eli's other problems that we notice on here, I mean, I'm beginning to I'm beginning to contemplate. Maybe she's right. So she answered that narcissists tend to live in a delusional state, and they get paranoid when their walls of cards start crashing down on them. And that's a good point Red Door Woman made tonight in chat. And I'm going to give her that. So it's a very good possibility Eli has narcissistic personality disorder. So cry away, Eli. And he pretends to care about people, and yikes. It's just this whole thing is he says one thing, then the next day he goes and says another. I thought yesterday he was saying he feels so defeated. He wants nothing to do with the Legion. And then today he starts screaming, Jamie, 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 RJ, 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 RJ. And he's telling a completely different story. And I was like laughing my butt off until he started with the racial and anti-Semitic remarks. And I'm like, whoa, here we go again with Eli. And then he has the nerve to he had the nerve to go after Angel. All right. Now we all know Angel. We all know how he is. He uses the N-word all the time. Like it's no big deal. We all know that he likes to get nude for on cam. It's old news. So Eli sits there and makes a community post about it. Damn. Just to make himself look good, and then he says, "Oh, I never used the." So Eli is trying to say, "I never used the N-word in years." Please, Eli. Just because you didn't use the N-word in years, according to you, doesn't mean you can't make racist statements like he did today. Damn, Eli. Do you look? Do you play back what you say and your walks? Probably not. And I don't consider your channel a life coaching channel. I consider your channel a low cow channel / drama channel. You sit there and yell at people. And you get the whole narrative wrong. You get the whole narrative wrong. So let's take a look at Eli's community wall again. So let's just take a good look, and we're just gonna All right. So here's 9 hours ago. He's saying silicone and little Jamie keeps talking my community wall to check on me. You are both big fans that are desperately seeking my attention for your weirdo obsession of wanting to interact with me. You guys and your entire group will be never mentioned again in my videos or live streams of mine. Keep trying and I'll keep laughing. Well, this is 9 hours ago, Eli, and you didn't keep that promise, did you? You went on your walk. Was it an hour and a half ago? And you kept talking about Jamie and RJ, and you got triggered because Jamie and Silicone were in RJ's chat, and you couldn't control RJ, so you decided to stand him up instead of doing the right thing and just sending him an email saying I'm canceling because I'm not getting my way. I gotta set the rules. It's my way or it's no way. Hey, Socket. So this is not Burger King, Eli. You don't get everything your way on YouTube. How many times we're going to tell people this? This is not Burger King. All right? If I go up on a panel, this happened a few times to me, and someone came up, I couldn't stand. All right? It happens. Shit happens. Now I could have now I had two choices, Eli. I could have clicked the X to exit. All right. Or I could just put my ceilings aside for 30 minutes to an hour and get along with the person and not start a fight. Because I had respect for the person whose channel it was. There are two choices here, Eli. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. So you're sitting here complaining that Silicone and little Jamie keeps talking about community wall to check up on me. It's public. You see, community wall's public. Anyone can read it, Eli. You dumbass. Damn. That's 9 hours ago. Now, here's another accusation. RJ Sandifer is trashing me right now. The demon preacher is back. He is super triggered. And this video is not publicly available. So I cannot watch this, Eli, and judge for myself. Boo-hoo. Even if let me just say this. Even if RJ was trashing you, Eli, he probably had a good reason to do so. So I'm just going to say that. So now, here we go. 12 hours ago. Now he's accusing you tagged me for clout as GLM. Okay, whatever. So he's saying it's only a matter of time before all those channels come crashing down, including the stock accounts this guy uses. And yes, when it happens, I will be severely laughing at it. I earned it. Really, Eli? So everyone is Jamie in your eyes. Everything's Jamie's fault. You do nothing wrong. Hmm. You've been at this for 6 years and you barely have anything to show for it. Hmm. Interesting concept that you have. So, because you're such a failure, Coach Eli, you have to sit there and buy subs or have on the few subs that you have, buy subs for you. Yeah, I don't think you have as many subs as you claim to have because your numbers don't match up, Eli. So here we go. We have Eli violating terms of service when he tells everyone else to obey terms of service. So this next post is absolutely hypocritical. Everyone, please report this clone channel that posting harassful things on a run by you know who. By who, Eli? You got to speak English. Harassful? I don't think that's even a word. Don't you mean harassing? Damn. You can't even speak English today. So here we go. You have to warn people not to mention Sarah on your channel and they will be banned immediately. Blah, 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 blah. So there you go. He's advertising his useless $4.99 memberships. And he's trying to get his mods to pay. Oh. So here we go. Here's 2 days ago. I went over this one. So Wyoming had something to say to Eli. What a dick he is. So here we go with his fake instigated drama bullshit. So how is Jamie, me, and everyone else in the Legion creating fake and instigated drama, Eli? You dumbass. How can we create fake and instigated drama by restreaming you and giving our opinions of what you're saying under fair use? And then you're calling us delusional? Now, I'm going to say this. I don't agree with Wyoming all the time, but yes, we did go back and forth, but you tried to ignore Jamie for 6 months and none of this has changed? Really? You haven't ignored Jamie for over 6 months. Who are you trying to kid, Eli? Stop lying. You always have to weasel his name into your live streams, do you? And then you have to accuse me, Susie, Tammy. Who else did you accuse of when Jamie bails? He gets us. He practically begs us to restream you. No, Eli, that's not true. Stop fibbing. Because I said before, we restream you on our own. All right? We do so because we want to restream you. All right? So there's no fake and instigated drama. You create the drama, Eli, and we rebroadcast it. It's that simple. So here we go. You're saying Jamie, 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 Jamie. So here we go. Then you have to sit there and make a big deal out of Angel. We all know he's very racist and likes to take his clothes off on stream. Old news, Eli. So here we go, saying, when you stop, James, I'll stop. Oh, come on. So where's that? So I guess he took down the one about Red Door Woman. All right. So Eli. Hey, Wendy. So he made a Eli made a post about Red Door Woman, accusing her of being Cherokee Girl. And I wonder who spoon-fed Eli that accusation. Because I've known Red Door Woman for a while. And no, she's not Cherokee Girl. All right? She's not Cherokee Girl. And yes, there was one bit of truth in there. Yes, Elias her science experiment. But Eli has to make it look like it's a bad thing. That he's being psychoanalyzed. He thinks he's normal. There's nothing wrong with Eli. And RJ made a point here tonight. Made a point on Jamie's tonight. How can Eli help someone when he can't even help himself? All right. This is just one more example of Eli projecting. Eli is one of the biggest projectors you have here, you know? He sits there and he projects the things he does on other people and accuses other people of doing it. So he sat there and accuses Red Door Woman. He accuses me of things that ain't true. He accuses everybody of this big old conspiracy to ruin him, when in reality, we don't sit there in private chats on Facebook or YouTube or wherever and conspire against Eli. We don't conspire against anybody. Damn, this isn't organized, fake, instigated drama. What you see on our channels is what you get. All right. At least with me, you get to see proof of things. You get to see the screenshots. Same thing with Jamie. Same thing with Tammy. But here's the thing with Tammy. At least she At least she'll respect your opinion, and I can walk away with from Tammy and agree to disagree with her. That's a good thing about Tammy. All right. And she'll answer your questions. At least Tammy's sane like that. She's sane. I can't say that about a lot of people. So they sit there and they throw rocks at Tammy, and come on here. Tammy's not that bad. But right after the lawsuit, right after Eli settled, this is what really gets me. All right. So Eli says, oh, then he starts to beg Tammy to do content with her and to network with her. And I was like laughing my butt off, and I'm like, excuse me, Eli? She just sued your ass for $2,500, all right, for taking down her YouTube channel when apparently you didn't have the right to do so. Okay? And she's supposed to put everything aside just to do content with you. That's delusional. All right? She doesn't want to do content with you. All right? And then she went into your chat criticizing your butt off the other night. Damn. And then you cried afterwards. Then you cried the next day. This was yesterday. And he cried yesterday because guess what? Tammy decided to interview Jamie. Yup. So what? Tammy has a channel. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. Eli thinks he runs everything. You are supposed to bend down and bow down to him like a god. You want someone banned from your chat, you're supposed to just say, yes, Your Majesty. Doesn't Eli realize by now that 95% of people on this platform can't stand him? And the new people he meets, most of them wake up after maybe 6 months of his nonsense, because some people have to see for themselves instead of looking at the proof, or they think, okay, maybe he's changed, or maybe he's just had a hard time with a few people on here. You know, that's how some people think. I totally understand. But, you know, I think his relationship with Dennis is going to turn out the same way as all the others. He's going to be shit on. I even restreamed him taking digs at Dennis. I didn't appreciate that. He was even being racist with Dennis. Racist with Dennis. And he wonders why no one likes him. Really? So he sits there being sexist. He sits there being racist. He sits there making fun of people with disabilities. If he was sitting there calling out someone for their behavior, that would be different. but he's doing the same fucking shit. So him calling someone out for the same shit he does is laughable. And then he ends his live like, be good to each other. When he can't even be nice to someone. And then he sits there and blames us in the Legion or wherever people come from that don't like him. And sit there and blame him, blame Jamie, blame me, blame Susie, blame Tammy, blame whoever else he blames. Oh, blame RJ. Okay? For being a failure. No. That's not how it works. He's a failure because he made bad choices. He has to sit there and bitch and whine when he gets restreamed. He has to sit there and bitch and whine and make threats. And he sat there yesterday. He looked like he was about to cry. And now today he's like yelling and screaming and carrying on like nothing happened. Now today he sounded like a little bipolar. And then yesterday he looked like he was going to have a meltdown. He was at the verge of a breakdown. And then it's like a vicious cycle with this guy, and it's fuck this guy. Fuck you, Eli. Fuck you. So people around here, all right, we're going to restream you, all right, if you like it or not. So get used to it, all right? We're going to have our opinions on you if you like it or not. That's just too bad. All right? So maybe YouTube isn't for you, Eli. All right? Since you say you have a thick skin, but every little thing bothers you when you have to talk about it, maybe you should consider doing something else. Maybe the insurance company will be forgiving and take you back after embezzling all that money, but I doubt it. There's Eli. Eli. That's what you're doing all day. That's what you did for your stream today. You cried. That's what you did. You cried. So why don't you leave RJ alone, Eli? Apparently he's sick of you. And you really treated him like shit today, didn't you? So, warning to anyone that has Eli as a guest or wants to have him as a guest, he may not even show up. And he may even fuck you over by pushing the live button and going for a walk instead. And he won't even give you email canceling. And then we'll come on and start dragging you. How about that? And just because he's not doing, just because you're not taking orders from him. He's not getting his way, and it's like, it's pathetic. So, all right, everyone. I just wanted to come. I'm on longer than I was going to come on, so I just wanted to say my piece with this Eli motherfucker. He really got me going. He really got me going. I said what he did to RJ today was 100% wrong. All right. Piss ass poor. And then he wonders why no one would want to network with him or like the shit he pulled today is a perfect example. So I want to thank everyone for coming, and I'll see you next time. So I guess Jamie and RJ are gonna be live tomorrow. I hope that works out. So all right. See you later. All right. Bye-bye.